I screwed that up too. So I had to redo the live. So I forgot to disconnect the Wi-Fi because Verizon Fios sucks. And I had to just use the internet that's on the cell phone, which is better than the house internet, which is stupid. So anyway, really quickly, just the maintenance thing. I gotta put a hat on. I got my little Elvis going on. Well, gotta be careful with that. You know what I mean? Ladies are gonna be coming out around the corner and trying to jump the fence. You gotta be careful. Yeah. So anyhow, don't want that to happen. So what I was saying earlier, I don't know where my dog went. She's here somewhere. I got the trailer back. If you follow me with the cutting force out there. This is an awesome trailer. Like I said, the guy who I bought it from, I got the Gravely. I sold it to him, and my brother, and he bought it. And I got this back. I didn't need it. This is a well overbuilt trailer. My opinion was this trailer, he had this one ordered so he could deliver his Kubota tractor to his property because it would fit right on here. And I think he never used it again. I really did. But the thing was practically brand new before we started using it. It looked almost like the paint wasn't even scratched on it. So yeah, it's a great trailer. So I definitely wanted it back. I was actually going to see if he wanted me to just buy it back from him. He never exchanged the money, so I just got it back. And this is great for loading up like 2 to 3 yards of mulch and just putting on to deliver something, so I don't have to get the big trailer out. It's nice to have this. If you're starting off, this is a perfect size. This right here, this is a 6x10. Perfect size for starting off a lawn care business. And if you do get one, always look for strength of the stability of it. This has got a tube frame, which is awesome because you can attach everything to this, and that is what you want. And then the birds like to sit up on the head right there and poop all over your stuff, right, birdies? I got a thing with birds over here. Going to the birds. Just a real cat. This is just, you know, we'll get to the real stuff. But if you follow me, you can see the sky. It looks like it wants to rain. It was raining this morning, so that's why I got a late start. But where did she go? Oh, she's under the truck. So I started to make a video. This damn bird, I don't know what it is, but it would just take the sticks and then drop them, and then drop them. It did it for like 2 days, and I said, well, a stupid bird can't make a nest. And I'm getting tired of this shit everywhere, so I said, you can't chase them away. So got the idea of taking a paper plate and putting some zip ties through it. And then the next day, a couple pieces of sticks were just sitting there. This bird does not know how to make a nest. It just leaves the sticks there and hopes that another bird comes behind and fixes it for him, I guess. I don't know. But it's like the Death Star, only one side's built. The other side's open. So I'm thinking they did that so they could fly in. And they got one heck of a nice location. I mean, that's like top condo location right there. So anyhow, just real quick with what's going on around here. Of course, you know I like to buy stuff and get things and do stupid stuff. The yard is coming along. Sophia, she's waiting for me over there. She's got all her balls, her swimming pool. Take a look at the yard over here, what I've done. Let's see if I can switch you around. Can I switch you around? Where is the thing to switch it around? No, you don't want that. But anyway. Oh, there it is. Alright. Oh, go back. Alright, lost everybody. Okay. This was dirt like this, and nothing was growing back here because of the trees. So what I did is this Tractor Supply grass seed. Hey, what's up? How's it going, man? Just a question for streaming. Do you put the live stream as no, it's not made for kids? Yeah, I do that. No, it's not made for kids, because if you're a child, you can't watch it. Your stream like you have the streaming thing down. Not really. I just been doing it for years. The hell with it. Reason why you do the age restriction is because they flag you, and I don't know what it does. It's you gotta have. I don't really care if kids watch it, but so anyway, this is Tractor Supply grass seed, the 31. They call it the Kentucky 31. And what I did is I scratched it in and just watered it. No fertilizer, no nothing, and she grew. It comes in nice. And this stuff is finicky. It takes a while to thicken up. Because what this grass it comes in real thin like this, and it takes a long time before it gets like this. I don't know why. I guess that's the kind of grass seed that it is. But it takes a long time to thicken up. So I need something for my dog to play in. So I'm talking about you. There she is. All right, come on. As you can see, that's getting real humid out here. It's getting real humid out here, so it's probably going to dump on me again. Um, said hi. Tiffany Hall said hi. Here's Tiffany Hall. Is that the one that does the gray release stuff on Facebook? I can't. Oh, go back. I can't see it. Anyhow, so like I said, just a little recap what's going on here real quick before we get into the mower stuff. Sophia, she's a year and a half old now. Yep, good girl. And got this trailer back from my brother, like I was saying. This thing is well built. It's heavy duty. I like it. She likes it. She's been playing with it a lot lately. And I got my mower out there getting ready to clean it up. I'm going to use the Ballard scraper, which is freaking awesome. Okay, I should have bought one a long time ago, because I would just use anything. And I was also just using, these things and just scrape with them. And I had some spatulas, but then you would lose them and everything. Also, I did put in the thing about the Hipa, because I don't have time to make a video. But Hipa is a sponsor of mine, so Hipa.com. You got a Hipa store. They have really good products. I'm going to tell you something. You know how I say made in China, but there are advertisements for them, and the guy who runs most of it, he was explaining how they oversee everything, and the products that come out of here are damn near close to OEM or better, and for cheap, and they have free shipping, which is cool. This is the air filter for the Kawasaki. It doesn't look cheap, and it works well. You can see they actually have more reinforcements than some of the other like knockoff brands. I mean, this is damn near close to the actual factory and half the price. Actually, more than half the price. But I bought this kit because I needed the repair. I just wanted this, and it was so cheap. I think it was like $12. I don't know what it was. And I also got the filter. But I went ahead and used the filter. This is for the Kawasaki SX730. I don't like these Kawasaki filters. They're so damn tiny, and the other one got clogged. Oh, shit, it's over there if I still have it. My mower kept shutting off on me. I thought it was just the water and the gas, but it was the filter. All I did was change the filter. I actually put the Kohler filter on there, but it doesn't make sense. That same Kohler filter is on my Wright's Kawasaki, so I think it's just like whatever they got a deal on or something. I don't know. Why this tiny little filter for that big ass mower? So I'm going to use this on my Time Master. It came with spark plugs, which I can never really guess what spark plugs they are, but the spark plugs seem to be genuinely nice spark plugs. I mean, it's a freaking spark plug. How can you make a bad spark plug? I don't know. Instant sub for the dog. Thank you. Yeah, she's cool. If he's following me, I had another doggy that was my lawncare doggy too. So this is, it even has their name on the filter on the spark plug, which is kind of cool. So it even has Hipa on there. So, which means stands for high performance parts. And look at this. I mean, it's not cheap. They like pack it with plastic instead of paper. I mean, look. There's nothing cheap looking about that. So I don't know how you can make a cheap spark plug, but still, it doesn't look cheap. I mean, I've used them and they're great. So I gotta do a tune-up. You gotta change the spark plugs at least once a year on your machines, and I'm bad about that. It takes me a year and a half or 2 years sometimes, but you're supposed to. Everything, and it came with a filter, which I don't need it, but it's kind of cool that it has a filter. Now this could be questionable. I don't know if this is the right size. It looks way too damn small, but it'll probably work. Who knows? It's just a filter. But uh-oh. I just got a question from my customer. Yeah, the customer came in. That's a text message. Are you coming today? I'm like, probably watching this. A lot of them know that I do that. He's like, son of a bitch, I knew he was home lollygagging, doing nothing, and youngins ain't doing nothing. Anyway, so where's Sophia? Hey, it's getting humid out here in Maryland right now. I think it's going to rain again. I bet by the time I get done doing this and I get ready to go, it's going to rain. So anywho, so this is the standard. My love-hate relationship with this machine. That's the Wright's. I think it's got the worst cutting deck on it. But so anyway, here you go. This is the Ballard scraper. I love this freaking thing. I think there could be some improvements to it, but it's just a freaking scraper. And it works great. And this is actually thin enough and strong enough to do the job. And I love this rounded edge here, especially for cleaning the Time Master out. This really comes in handy because the decks are curved inside. And then you got the hard edge. But I don't know if they've explained how this thing works, but the actual handle right here, this little twisting on the handle right here, you can actually get up in there, and when you like that. You can flick everything out, which is really nice. Now I'm going to show that. Um, I did order gold blades, and I don't know why they came in so freaking wide. Because this is the size that I would normally put in that machine. You can see, look. Now they're saying you can, so I don't know. But that's a lot bigger of a blade. I don't know if that's good or bad. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and put these back on. These are the Ballard high lifts. I'm going to take off the X blade attachment. These are the original ones from the mower. They're awful. And then these I got for the Time Master. But what I'm going to end up doing is putting back the regular Toro blades, because I honestly believe that these blades work the best. These are the factory ones. They work the best for the Time Master. I think it's because they're so light that they allow them to spin faster. Now, I'm not talking about the HDX or the X-Smart version. If you got that one, it's got a bigger engine, so I would suspect that the thicker blade would be better. Now, I have the Ballard blade on there right now, the regular one, the razors. And a buddy of mine, Billy, he actually tried them, and he said that it kept the mower deck clean. And I was like, what? It's impossible. That thing gets clogged up. No, it works. The Ballard razors, they keep the mower deck clean. I think I ordered a set of high lifts for that because I really wanted to try out and see how it works on the Time Master. If you know me, that's my favorite machine. That's my favorite love-hate relationship. This is like a long-time girlfriend that will never break up. Look. There she goes. Look at her. She loves this trailer. She'll figure it out. She knows how to get in. She's tired. She's been sleeping. Get in. Come on, you know how to get in. She's gonna go under it probably. But she usually just jumps right through them like a cat. I mean, she can keep her body just the right particular angle to get in there. Right, girl? Yeah, she loves hanging out with me. She gets in the truck. We go for a ride in the morning, and this is usually her time that she takes a nap. So that's what she's doing. She's looking for a nap time. Okay. So with all else due, let me get up under this machine here and show you how this thing works really quick. Take off my homemade blocker that I made. It's a patent pending device, so it's just a freaking piece of metal stuck to the side. That's all it is. There she goes. She just hopped in. See that? She knows how to get in. This dog is so smart. Yes, you are. Oh, before I forget, for all the people who follow me and know what I do and stuff, I like to buy things from discount deals and get stuff for free. I got this for $20 at a yard sale in my neighborhood. That is an $800 power washer if it works. And so that was a pretty good score. I got some other stuff. I got this filing cabinet also, but I put this on here so it wouldn't rain go through it. This is nice, so I can use this for tools and stuff in there. But yeah, I'm gonna put these blades back on the zero turn, I think, because I gotta get cutting. So let me go up here and show you really quick. I'm gonna hold it so you can see the mess from the rain. I haven't looked under here after ew, not too bad. Okay, it's good. See how that white mold, that stuff grows within a day in being inside. See how you get this curve on the blade? That's what I'm hoping the gold blades will eliminate. I don't know if they'll do that or not. I actually chipped this one. So the edge broke on this one here. That's probably why I'm having some kind of funkiness going on. I don't know why the edge broke on it. I must have hit something hard. Oh, they're all doing that. Huh, that's interesting. So the Ballard tips are wearing off. That's weird. I've never experienced that before, the tips wearing off. Huh. Well, I broke something. No, they're all like that. Just to show you what I'm talking about. Tips are wearing off. Huh. See the tip right here? The tip is on. See how that one's got the tip? So this actually wore off down to here. So this part broke off. That's strange. I guess there must be a lot of force in there because these are the factory ones from Toro, but they don't really have a tip. They look like that. You can see how they wear in. There's so much cutting force right there. That's why it's called the cutting force. There's so much freaking cutting force in there that the wind restricted and it's just breaking sheer metal. That's how much strength is inside of the mower. You know, Mythbusters actually did a thing on a mower blade. If it hits a rock, the rock flies out at a trajectory that is faster than a bullet. So it's deadly coming out. And that's why plastic shit doesn't work on the mower. That's why a lot of the manufacturers who are making battery mowers that are plastic, they're like, oh, we screwed up. And they're going back to making metal on the mowers. But anyway, this is, like I said, just that's all it is. I just been boogering this thing up with patching it off and on, just trying to patch it, see? I had this piece that I found, it had holes in it, came off of a bed. This metal was already bent, so what I did was, this was already factory made like that. So I just cut the back out, and then there was these holes I couldn't figure out how to fix them, to close them. So I just screwed on another piece on the front here. But it needs to be fixed. It's just really quick, it comes off. So you don't need to spend $1,000 on the blocker, but this is what I'm getting at. Look at these blades. Look. See that? You can see how it came out farther. I don't know why they're doing that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, my luck. Nothing ever works for me. You see how, I want to show something really quick. You see how naturally the mower wants to make this thing like a recycling kit inside? This mower is funny. It actually starts cutting better when this deck is screwed up like this. When I clean all this out, it cuts a little funky until it starts building up. Because it's like you almost need a kit, and every mower should actually come with it because it needs to make that complete circulation. This mower's got a stupid design on the back where it comes down so it can fit up inside when it goes up in there. And I think that's what's screwing up the airflow. And I don't know what that stupid shit up in the front up there is they made with those little indentations. I'm like, is that really, what the hell is that? But this, and they have it backwards. This should be up and this should be back because all the other ones were like that. Why they made this one that way, I don't know. So it makes it harder to get around edges and do trimming with it. So you have to learn how to use it. But you can see the amount of force inside this mower. Look, watch. You see what's happening? You see the air, how it's actually literally making it? It's cutting the metal. Oh, we're going to catch her in the act. Bad girl. Bad girl, I can hear you. And she loves to tear up all the stuff. Stop it, bad girl. Look at this. She loves bubble wraps. Look at this. She loves the bubble wrap. Stop it, would you? Okay. Got my, you say more hype, but this one's actually for the different mower. But I wanted to see if they were the same. These are actually leftover stuff. So I actually bought 2 kits for the Gravely. I wanted to compare these two. You see, look, this is a Champion. Let's look at this. Look, this is a Champion plug, and that's a Hipa plug. Okay. Look. You see that? Hipa, Champion. I'm sorry, but if I didn't know any better, I would say that the Hipa plug was made better. I'm sure it's not, but I'm just saying, if I didn't know any better. Anyway, I'm going to take off the X-Blades today. I had to save the washer because this thing says washers in there. It's a stupid design. I hate the top over spindles. At least it has the bolt and not the through bolt. I hate the through bolt ones. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on the high lifts. And apparently you can't run the high lifts with the X-Blade setup, which I did originally. It's freaking awesome, but it just made way too much downforce. I mean, literally joking, I could have took off. But I'm going to put them on because they're nice and clean. I don't have to sharpen them. I can get out of here because time's starting to tick. So I brought the sharpener out. One of my customers gave this to me. Rob, Rob Love, he gave this to me. So shout out to him. He gave this to me. Thank you. He's actually a fan. He watches the show. So I just said show. The channel. It really is a show. See, look. See how she just chilled out on this thing? She loves it. She loves this trailer. Shout out to Doofy, Juggernaut's Kevin's dog. Yeah, he got his dog before I got mine, and his dog loves lawnmowers and stuff too. She gets up on that mower and rides with me, just like Doofy. Right? She'd love Doofy. Anyway, she's crashed. She is crashed. She's tired. She is so tired. All right, so I'm gonna show you how this thing works. This is pretty freaking awesome, actually. Let's go up in here. Let's go up in here. Can you see it? Can you guys see good or not? Hope you can see. All right. This little twisting right here is the main thing how this actually gets the job done. I always put down, like, I don't always, but when I think about it, put down something on here because my dog will eat this grass and I got to get it up in a hurry so she don't eat it. Okay? So, look at this. It has that thinness so you can really scrape in there like a scraper, because I always use things that are thick. But here's the kicker right here. I hate the exploits when they get in your way. So I can show you. See, I can twist with my hand. See how you can pop it out? That's what's cool. Now, these exploits do get in the way. They're hard to get to, but this area is what I was having problems with. Things were too big to not fit in here. So this one actually does fit up in there. And so you have the flat edge, which can go in this mower, because it's a see that? I'm going to stop it right there so you can see it. I'll show it to you. See what I'm talking about? How you can flick with it because of this T-handle, and you can actually give it a good shove without hurting yourself. So, see, that's what's cool about it. See, that flick is what makes it work so well. Just gonna read the hello to everybody in the stream. Sorry I couldn't see. My phone's like not really working that well. I can't see what's going on in here. Is that Chrissy? Chrissy's live? Okay, and Tiffany Hall. Okay. I'm sure there's other people in here. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. But like I said, this is the brand right here. It's called Ballard. It's Green Products or something like that. Oh, there you go. See, that's the brand. You can get them on Facebook all the time. They usually have sales. They had a 20% off sale, so that's what I got this one. And it's actually a nice product. I don't know why when they advertise it, it looks chintzy and looks stupid. But when I got it at home, I mean, it's nice size. It's not like it's. I thought it was going to be half the size of it. You know what I mean? It's actually. What I do is I just stick it right in here like this. I leave it there and I use it when I need to use it. I have some other scrapers that I use, some Weber scrapers, believe it or not, I got, and a lot of hamburger flippers. They work too. They work just as good. But this thing is, it's nice to have an actual product for this. And nobody, that's one thing. I mean, look, I don't like everything they make, but I'm just telling you, there's no other company out there really that I know of that's gearing themselves out to just make stuff just for this industry, which I think is kind of cool because, you know, other industries have things just for them. So we have stuff now, so that's kind of cool. It's not new. It's been there for years, you know. But this is the kind of stuff that you have to do. Like if Mike Rowe were to do dirty jobs, he should do grass cutters, you know. Not landscaping's the same thing, but you know what I mean. Straight out lawn maintenance. And the maintenance of the mower is just as important as the maintenance of the grass. I mean, look at this. This has to be done sometimes 2 or 3 times a day while you're working if you have moisture in the grass, and that's what's going on here right now. Look at that. Now I did cut up a whole bunch of crap. There might be animal parts in here. I ran over a snake or something. I don't know what it was. I think it was a snake. You can get in there. See, you can get your body behind it, which is nice. Some of the stuff gets caked on there. Oh, we down to bare metal. Look at that. The yellow's going away. You guys see that? There you go. Look at that. Oh, big old chunk. See how this deck comes down right here? It's really stupid. Dumb design. Oh, let's see, that edge is no good for that part, so we'll use this edge. See? It won't grab that. You see that right there, how that deck, it jars down right there, so you lose all this airflow in here. And that's because they made it so it'll fit up in here, which I think they could have done a little bit more engineering and moved some of the stuff inside that mower to allow that deck to be. Why have it this way? Put it the other way. Look at all this space up here. You know? Do it the other way. That's another reason why I like using the jacks with the that grab the wheels and not the deck. Because when it grabs the deck, I don't like it. It's in the way here. I mean, it's great for, I think, for out in the field, but not at home. So, I mean, this stuff is on there. Oh, man. Come on. Oh, I've never gotten deck this clean with a scraper before. Never. That's got it right down to the freaking metal. Look at that. That's actually bare metal. I think it actually took the paint off, tell you the truth. Okay. Listen to me. Listen up. Every manufacturer, every mower manufacturer, this is coming from Lawnmower Carlo. Stop putting bolts under the deck that are exposed. I hate that shit. You cannot scrape it. Look at this. Why is that bolt there? Why is that bolt there? Why? Why? Can't you weld a piece on top of the deck to attach the bolt to it? Or something like that? Why have it come through the deck right there? Right? No, dumbass spot. See? Look, right here. Bolt. And why mount these spindles on the top coming through? Now you have that stupid bolt right there. Mount it on the inside. So that way you don't have to worry about that. And then you just have that collar down here. You don't have to clean the collar off as bad. Those stupid bolts are freaking annoying as hell. At least they're nice and round, so they're not going to get in your way. The Time Master is the same way. It's got these little bolts hanging down. I'm like, why didn't they just manufacture, take like a half of an eighth of an inch off of it or whatever? What's a half of it? Half of an eighth. I made that shit up right there. That's a new math term. A half of an eighth. I'm pretty sure it's something. Somebody, oh, it's this. It's 1/2 of the 30 seconds. Okay, but you know, you get what I'm saying there. Shit. Oh man, it's moldy and everything. Oh, goodness gracious. Man, I should have done this shit last night when I had time. It was rainy all the time. Look at that. Look at this. Holy crap. Up in here. See that flick? You can get in there and really just pop it out. See? I gotta say again, kudos to Ballard Industries for, or Ballard Green Industries, whatever the hell it is. This is a good product. I mean, like I said, this is something that I never would have bought. The only reason why I bought it because I wanted to try it for the video. And now I love it. I mean, it's stupid, but this is like a simple little product. That is real scraper is awesome. I hope it's strong. It seems like it's strong enough, and it's replaceable, which is nice. Look at that. It's thin enough too to get up in there and really get the grass out. Versus using like a paint scraper, it's a little too thick, I think. But you know, use whatever you have. I don't care. Use your freaking hands. You can use a screwdriver if you want. Doesn't matter. But this is kind of neat. Not necessary, but it's kind of neat to have. I mean, I kind of like it now. I just wish this part, you know, was longer or expandable or something, you know. But, yeah. The only thing with the X-Blades is when you go to clean, this shit gets in your way. It's so hard to clean. Ow, just cut myself on that edge. See, that the edges of these things, they're getting real thin. I mean, paper thin almost. And it can freaking cut you pretty hard. I mean, this is good enough if I just wanted to get the hell out of here. But the other side's bad. I got to get that. See how it builds up a rim around it? Look, watch. You see that rim that it builds? It's a rim job. So it gives itself its own rim job. That's how much grass was in here. This thing was packed. What I would do is actually shut the mower off, and then all the grass will fall out in an area of the yard. This was, I remember which yard I did this on. This is a dog poo yard. They told me they cleaned it up. Every once in a while you hit it. But yeah, this has got to be cleaned out. This one. See? It's thin enough to get up into that rim right there. Which, that's the hard part. I've been having hard to clean this. See, even that's still hard. Because what happens is, there's not much room in there. And the cutting force, or the air force in there, is so strong, it cements it into there. I mean, literally. It bonds it to the metal. You gotta remember, these blades are turning around at a gajillion miles per hour. There you go. See, that's that edge they were explaining, and like, it doesn't make any sense, but now you really get to use it. You need that edge. I mean, you might as well have this on both sides, but it is nice to have it on. Look at that, see? It got me. Cutting force got me. Alright. See, these little edges get real freaking sharp. Not this edge, this wingtip edge. It just looks at you and it cuts you. See? Doesn't even have to touch you. It just looks at you. It's like poison ivy. You just get near it and you got it. Oh man. See, I gotta get up there. That's it. Good girl. Got this side. Yeah, Sophie's still up there. She's hanging out on the trailer still. There we go. Get some gas behind it. And yeah, it's probably a good idea to wear safety glasses, but man, this stuff really just you really don't know how much you got in there until you really start scraping. Then you start finding areas that look like metal, but they're not. It's actually grass. Yeah. Look at that. I mean, this is almost bad enough to get a power washer in here. Just like, fuck it, just power wash it. I feel like making green soup mess everywhere. The only problem with the power washer is this comes out. You make a green soupy mess. Now here's a tip, pro tip. This is for everybody, especially if you cut grass. You know, you got customers who have lawn chemicals in their yards and pesticides. You don't want your dog or cat or whatever in your yard, mostly dogs, to get this, because they'll eat this stuff, because it is grass, like a grass cookie, basically. I mean, yeah, it smells like poo too. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, this stuff, you need to clean it up fast. Don't let them get. That's why I have this mat under here, so I can just scoop it up and get rid of it. I keep her away from it because she'll try to eat this stuff. And you know, what's in here is all the chemicals from the lawns. So this is a really important tip. Something that came across. If you know me, I'm a strong advocate about natural things and stuff, and I don't like chemicals. But what's happening is I'm realizing that, you know, where you can transport this to other places. Also diseases, say for an example, if a dog has parvo, or you have cat crap in the yard, and you go to the next yard, and if you don't clean this stuff out, and then while you're cutting it's doing this, you're transporting that into another yard. You can also transport weeds and diseases too, so it's probably a good idea to have one of these on board. Now I know, look, I'm not perfect at it either, but it's just something to think about, you know. I'm actually getting ready to get like a battery powered power washer and keep it on my truck. Also, been looking at one so that I can, you know, clean it up really good if I need to, because it's kind of dumb to think about it, but it is possible. You know what I mean? So, but this stuff here is toxic. It's not good. This stuff is toxic. Now, this particular yard is not toxic. This is manure. This is freaking fertilizer, probably. I did it again. It doesn't smell. I thought it would. Yeah, I did this last yard of the day, Saturday. And that yard got a lot of dog poo-poo in it. But they're pretty good about cleaning it up now, because I really got on them about it. I'm like, look, you got to have it cleaned up this year. Every once in a while, you get a stray turd floating around somewhere and you hit it. That's my 12 o'clock alarm to get my ass going. I did that because I got ADHD and BDD, or something. But yeah, so this was part of the video that I just wanted to really just show. I'm going to change the blade out. I'm not going to show all that. I got to get going here. But thanks for watching. I'll show you that filter really quick, because I'm going to put it in my my zero turn. And I'd like to make a full proper video. I mean, I can always do it whenever. Nothing. Here's something that I've learned, just a real quick, another tip. And this helps with anxiety. Tell yourself, it takes as long as it takes. It's really important. Think about that. Something takes as long as it takes. You think that you're trying to move faster to get stuff done? Yeah. But it still takes as long as it takes. So don't stress yourself out over if you got to be somewhere at the same time you're at someplace else. You just can't do it. And that's my biggest issue with my own personal problems, is I'm thinking that I always got to be somewhere else while I'm at someplace. So I got to cut my hair. Anyway, I usually wear hats off, and I'm trying not to wear hats as much because it does destroy your hair. Lose your hair. I'm starting to lose hair in the back because I'm 50 years old, and I never wore hats up until a few years back, and then started wearing them, and I started losing my hair. So I think there's some truth to that. But anyway, thanks for watching. Really quick, if you want to stick around for 2 minutes, I'm going to show you the filter, and you can see Sophia. She's up there sunbathing on the oh, there you go. See, with the right mower, not all of them, but some of them. This particular model, it has washers coming down, and I took one washer out to fit the X-blade bracket in there, because it takes about that much. It's close to it, but I can't leave it in there, because then what happens is it drops the deck way down too low, I think, and it'll mess up your measurements. So I took one washer out, and that helped. So now I gotta save these and then put them back in when I take this out, because I'm gonna run the high lifts today and see what happens. Just them. I never done that, just the high lifts. I ran it with the X-blade set up, and I took them off, and I never put them back on, because I just ran the X-blades, because these things are so freaking awesome. This mower absolutely needs it, just because of the awful airflow in it. If you got a standard B, and if you go on all the rights forums, you'll hear people complaining about these mowers. I don't cut right. What am I doing wrong? You're making excuses for the company. No, they designed it wrong. That's what they did. It was supposed to be their cheap model, but why do that? Just make it right, right? But they're fixing things. All right. Oh, there she is. All right. I'm gonna get my ugly face out of there. All right. So, Sophia, hey, what you doing out here? I'm on this side. Yeah. See, she loves this trailer. This is her trailer. I don't know. Maybe it's got to paint it pink and give it to her. All right. So, let's go in here. Oh, I got to make a video about these Husqvarnas dropping the ball. All of their straight shaft trimmers that are not combi units are horrible. They do the shake, shake. I don't like that. Now, this particular model is the best one, the 322L. This one is an older model, and it's got plastic inside here and not metal. So I'm wondering if that's helping with it, but this one doesn't shake. All the other ones, I even got the Red Max. Okay? The Red Max. Look. You see what I'm saying? A man's got to mow what a man's got to mow. And this sucks. I'm glad I didn't buy it years ago. And here's another thing that sucks about it. This is literally hurting the nerve on my hand. See how thick that is? You have to grab it up here. If you grab it here, this actually starts to hurt. Now look at this. Here's the Husqvarna. It's almost non-existent. See, that doesn't hurt. But when you get that little nerve on your hand right there, oh, that hurts, man. I'm telling you, it's a stupid design. I almost want to like cut this part out. I think I'm going to end up getting rid of it. I mean, it's a nice motor. All that stuff is nice, but even this one shakes, shakes. But I got the speed feed, which I absolutely love. I didn't like it at first, but now I love them. So here we go. Here's the filter, okay? All right, so I broke the top thing here. I'm going to order another one. All that is just a rain guard, they call it, so it doesn't really need to be there. And nothing's really going to fall in there to stop it, but look, okay? So this is another Hipa filter that I use. See how it's got the metal all reinforced around here? The really cheap knockoffs will not have this reinforcement right here, which the factory one has almost the same reinforcement. This filter is still good, still working, but I have some yards that are so dusty, it's not even funny how bad dusty they are. So this has been on here for quite a while. And you get your inner filter, okay? Nothing, I mean, there's metal actually on the inside of that, see that? They put the metal on the inside, so it's got the metal so it won't collapse on itself. See, I can't squeeze it up. See, and it's got the plastic on the outside. So there you go. Let me see if I can put you somewhere. I've got to find a coner. Give me 1 second here. So this is a shout out to the sponsor here. This is Hipa. You can use actually my code. It's called CutForce10. You can get 10% off anything on their website. And so there you go. Where is I need something so I want to show you. Let me just open this up. If I ever get really good at this and have a lot of followers, I'm going to start to really, prep things out more and have, proper lighting and. What are you hiding under there? Yeah, it's starting to get humid. I got to put her in a house here in a second. So as soon as I get done with this, I'm going to put her in a house. There you go. I'm going to put you on a cone. A parking cone. I'll put you all on the parking cone. That's what I'm going to do with my phone. Damn, that's pretty good. I just made that up on the fly. Alright, so here you go. Factory. Like I said, this thing is. What the hell is that? That's different. The little glue where they put it back to put it together. Oh, the other one had the same way. I thought it was like something wrong. This is how they put together. This is brand new, so you got the metal on the inside. Nice, clean filter. It's just a filter, but I mean it's not cheaply made. I'm telling you, I've been using these for like 2 or 3 years now, and they're not cheap. They work great. See the difference in the color. This probably still works. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save these, clean them out, air blow. When I get to the shitty jobs, the jobs where there's so much dust, I mean I'm covered from head to toe. I'm gonna put these old filters back in because I'm tired of these things. But I mean, honestly, you really shouldn't do that because you're making the engine struggle. But that yard is all under the shade, so it's a lot cooler there. So, but the air, you need clean air because it also helps with the temperature of the engine as well. A lot of people don't realize that. Even myself, I forget. I tell myself that, that's why you need to. This goes in there first. Now it's not going to fit. What's going on? Man, you can't make this shit up. What the hell? It's the same size, so why isn't it fitting? Oh, I'm not even lined up. Alright. I wasn't lined up properly. Take your hand down in there and make sure it went in. There's a sleeve that it goes inside. And push it as hard as you can to make sure that can go in there, okay? If that sleeve is not in there, then you're going to have dirt in your engine. And this one goes on top. So basically, this is, like I said, this is what it looks like inside when it goes in there. It's a really well-designed air filter, too. So this is the outer core, and this is the inner core. So I guess they designed it. All right. So, I can't believe who is it? That looks something. All right, so this goes on top. Oh, that's the old one. I'm going to put the old one on. All right. There's it there on top. All this is just a dirt collector. Dirt's supposed to fall out of this. So, and then you put that on there, flip it. This is actually where the air comes in. There's this little hole right here, which is interesting. And you put the cap on top, which is actually rotted out and it broke. It's got a screen on the inside, so it sucks the air in and down. Right, girl? So, there you go. That's it. This is something else a lot of people don't realize with this mower, which is kind of neat. Even the manufacturer didn't notice. I was at the GIE and they didn't even notice. I was like, you loosen that fold up and that fold up, and the whole thing slides right off so you can get to your engine. They were like, oh, can you show me that again? I'm like, wait a minute, you guys made this thing. I can't make that shit up, I'm telling you. I was over there and they were like, oh, show me that again. I'm like, what? You guys made this thing. Anyhow, that's a pretty cool feature on this thing. So anyway, that's done. Let's go. So, this is a work in process. I do have the battery right there. I actually like that now. It's not a full-time use equipment, in my opinion. It's great for doing a really quick job like we do. Just really quick, get in there, 1, 2, 3, get out. 1, 2, 3, get out. Now, if I have to do a big job, I'm not even getting that out. Okay, I'm just gonna get the combi unit. And I'm gonna put the stuff on the combi unit. But if you just want to trim something really fast, it actually makes it easier to trim something really fast because you're just not making as much noise. It almost seems like you're sneakily, secretly getting in there and clipping, you know. But I leave it like that now, hanging up there, so I can just put any attachment I want on it, and it fits all the attachments of that one. Hedge trimmer sucks. They have an awful design. It's awkward. I hate it. So anyway, so it's all done. Batteries.